pitch fell. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. Bust through behind his pad. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Going to take a shot at this DB. And wings it incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop block on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you thought. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Makes it past the marker. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick completion to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Quickly complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field. Because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the first.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, and the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And this defense started to become a common thread, man. First drive, they forced the INT after having 4 picks last week. They are finding the football. Nice way to start this football game.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Creates a little room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen, and a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They're looking to throw on second and short. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Husker! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first down is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience.
Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to swing it on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Great reaction by this defense immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
He wants to throw it again. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Finds his big tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Great job by the back on the option. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. When you're called Cornhuskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Nebraska! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's carry-on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's a heat. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Part of being a defender, especially against the pass, is you got to see where that receiver's going to. And when he sticks his foot in the ground, you could tell when he stuck his foot in the ground, that in route was breaking in. They knew it, broke on it, swatted the ball down, and made a nice play.
Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Got the back over the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throwing catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Gives it on the option. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
3rd inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
To the air. It's Mateer. Floats it out in space. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolute shank. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Just a short pass to the tight end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great. Getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here we go, set. They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Caught over the middle, it's Carry-On. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And into the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Quarterback keeps it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. They've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Raiola. Makes the catch, it's Mills. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Line getting set on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 1-on-1. Stop the run first.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Going right to work up top. Pulls it in. It's Carry-On. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Crosses to 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
The Sooners are on the move. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Sategna. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect, and now they regain the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nebraska offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game. Hope. There he goes. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Cornhuskers. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Kent. Now Action takes it to the 11.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The give to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line.
Breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there. Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that hit.
Everybody goes nuts. And listen, when you have a linebacker that plays physical and downhill like that with bad intentions, that's usually a good starting point for a great defense.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Fears the pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. The give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Sategna. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Mateer. He's got his man, makes the grab. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Got it, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense, because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Just a little off. Incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? And when they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
calls his own number. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Mateer. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And that is a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. End off from the shotgun. Got the 1st down and more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Leaves it with the back. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. To the air, it's Raiola. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalries